Now, along with these qualities I have just mentioned is also spiritual friendship. Kalyanamitta is one of these qualities. It is one of these few foundational qualities in Buddhism that are there at the very beginning and are absolutely necessary for the spiritual life even to take off, even to be possible in the first place. That is how important spiritual friendship is. It is there together with this handful of qualities. Without it, there is no improvement in wholesome states. There is no decrease in unwholesome states. It is absolutely essential. How can it be understood that it is so essential? And here I want to talk about one very famous statement by the Buddha, which I'm sure many of you have heard about before. It is very well known, and it is something but it's something also which is very important. And it's important to understand what this statement actually means. And this statement is where the Venerable Ananda, the Buddha's attendant, he goes up to the Buddha and he says to the Buddha, "Oh, Master," or "Oh, what does he normally say? Bhagava, Blessed One, the spiritual life is half, no, sorry, good friendship is half of the spiritual life," he says to the Buddha. And the Buddha, of course, replies that many of you, I'm sure, will know, "No, Ananda, spiritual friendship is not half of the spiritual life. Spiritual friendship is the entirety of the spiritual life." That is a very remarkable statement, because you might think, well, I mean, how can it be all of the spiritual life? Surely there's many other things in the spiritual life. You have to be compassionate, you have to be kind, you have to be virtuous, you have to be wise, you have to practice meditation, you have to be peaceful. All these things that we should practice. How can spiritual friendship be everything? How is that possible? And to understand how this is possible, you have to go back to one of the very kind of essential things which are the Buddhist teachings, and this is the teaching of non-self. And that is where you can understand why spiritual friendship is everything in the spiritual life.